Welcome students. Today we are going to discuss about the pancreas. Before going to the topic, I would like to recapitulate what we discussed in before. Okay. This is the topic of plants and animal hormones. What are the hormones of the plants and what are the hormones in animals, and what are the functions and dysfunctions in which takes place for the metabological and morphological changes in the plant and animal bodies. First one is a plant hormones. What we discussed, there are 5 hormones we discussed. One is auxin, second is cytokinin, gibberellin, ethylene and abscisic acid. Okay. First 3 are called induces the growth. So, they are inducing growth hormones, and last 2 which are called as abscisic acid and ethylene are inhibitors of the growth hormones. This all we discussed. And then for animal hormones, particularly human, in endocrine gland and exocrine glands. In endocrine glands, which are several, there are several types of glands we discussed. First one is we discussed about that pituitary, which is called as a master gland. Second one is a thyroid gland. Second one is a thyroid gland, parathyroid gland, and we are going into the pancreas, we are going to the adrenal and gonads, and last one is a thymus glands. These are the glands which is present in the endocrine glands, and the function and dysfunction of this we are going to discuss today. Okay, now I come to the today topic is pancreas. Pancreas is special type of a gland which is entirely differ from the other glands. Why it is different means, which has a both exocrine and endocrine glands, we call it as a pancreas glands. Okay. Why they are exocrine and endocrine means, digestive system which is related to the our intestine. There is a pancreas is located into the intestinal system, that means the pancreas elongated yellow glands situated in the loop of the stomach and duodenum. It is exocrine and endocrine in nature. So, no other glands are will be in the both. So, only gland pancreas is a both exocrine and endocrine in nature. Okay. Exocrine, what is exocrine secretion in the pancreas? Pancreatic juice, for which is very helpful for the digestion. In the picture, let you look at that, there is a loop like a structure, a balloon like a structure, that will be a, we call it as a pancreatic substance which is exocrine in nature. That is very much used for the salt. In the 9th standard you studied about that, it is a bile duct. Okay. By the way, the endocrine system of this pancreas, which is called as a islets of Langerhans. This is completely for the epithelium, that means cuboidal epithelium cells are completely filled in that, and then the colloidal type of substance also in which filled in it. Now, the blood vessels like the yellow in colored, that will be dotted like that, they are called the islets of Langerhans, which consists of 2 types of enzyme which is secreted the cells which are there. One cell is alpha cell, another is a beta cells. Okay. Here alpha cell secretes a glucagon and beta cell secretes a insulin. It is a very important question, they may ask in the very often, insulin secreted by which kind of cells? They may ask, this is the answer is a beta cells. Okay. And functions of pancreatic hormones. Normally insulin was discovered by Frederick Franklin. Okay. The Frederick Franklin and Charles Best. Okay. These are the scientists who invented the first insulin. Okay. They used in the January 11th and 1921, they used the first injected for the diabetes diseases. Okay. Insulin is, everyone commonly knows about this, diabetes patient used for insulin injection, okay, for maintain the blood glucose level. Okay. The blood sugar level to be maintained unless they will get into some symptoms of diabetic diseases. Okay. Now, insulin, what is a physiological functions of the pancreatic hormone of insulin? First one is it will be converting glucose into glycogen. Where it will be stored? It will be in a liver. Glucose we call it C6H12O6, the formula. The glucose which we are eaten, most probably all the carbohydrate contain more glucose in it. Okay. That will be intake of glucose will be completely digested, and that glucose is converted into glycogen and will be stored in a liver. That level of glucose in the blood will be normal, then we are be fit for living. Unless the glucose level is higher than the normal, that what is be 80 to 120, the normal level is 80 to 120. If it is lower, that low BP, if it is higher, there will be high BP, they say. That means what? The glucose level will be increase or decrease, it will be affect our body, and it will be very great effect of the living life structure. So, always we think about the diet which we are taken, that will be fit for our lifestyle. Okay. The work we do, that much of food we have to adapt and take it. If you take more food and the less amount of work, means that the glucose level will be increases. So, every day we need a physical activity. If you have physical activity, the glucose level will be maintained normal. Okay. And transport glucose to the cells, it also very important work for the insulin. Why the cells need glucose? Because cells need for energy. So, where we get it is get from the glucose. Where the glucose which we eat as a food, as a carbohydrate and whatever it is. Okay. And light foods like carbohydrates is digestible, such a way the glucose will be extracted and it reach into the cells. Okay. And third action is a decrease in concentration of the glucose in blood, it also there. So, decrease in concentration means the glucose level will be increases when we are not doing work, we are not physically active, and we get into more fatty in nature, and what we will get is a decrease of concentration in a blood. And second important hormone is a glucagon. The glucagon, which is a reverse action of the insulin. What we reverse action? Insulin act glucose is converted into glycogen, but glucagon is converted into glucose. So, these are the reverse of process will be glucagon takes place and increase the blood glucose level. Okay. When we suppose low BP, sometimes low blood sugar will be there, then easily they will get into the fainted. So, that also will be dangerous. So, low BP also very dangerous. Always to maintain this will be controlled by the pancreas. Pancreas, which consists of two important hormone, one is insulin and a glucagon. Okay. Insulin is secreted in the beta cell. Okay. Alpha cell, glucagon, these are two important questions, just recall in your mind. Okay. And third one is diabetes mellitus. It is one type of a disease which is caused by insulin. Okay. What is diabetes mellitus means? Which is increasing the blood sugar. Nowadays, the people have physical standard of working will be decreasing nowadays. Everyone knows about it, because physical standard of work will be decreases, automatic blood sugar level will be increases. In India, diabetes patients are very high numbers. Why? Because of the people are highly populated in India. So, that time to work for their physical activity. If physical activity decreases, naturally they will get into the blood sugar level will be high. At the same time, the food cavities will be also one of the reason for increasing the blood sugar. So, we got to change the diet practice, okay, and lifestyle. If we change that, then we will be safe from the diabetes mellitus. Okay. First one is increasing the blood sugar, that is one of the deficiency of insulin causes, and excess of glucose in urine. What do you mean? This is called a glycosuria. Why glycosuria means? Urine, suppose the urination will be a very important factor of control by adrenal gland. That adrenal gland which is not functioning properly means this also will be excess glucose will be passing through into the urine, that is called a glycosuria. Okay. And third one is frequent urination. This will be sometime very happen to the people of small children or the aged people. Frequent urination will be happen. This in a lifestyle people change to be machinery or mechanically. The people are forget to go for urination, then it will be failure of urinary bladder, and it will leads to the frequent urination, that is called polyuria. This also a defect of the insulin. So, insulin secretion will be normal, that we will be safe from the disease like this polyuria, glycosuria, polytipsia and polyphagia. So, what is polytipsia? Which increasing the thirst. Some people may feel thirst very often. The people those who are very often feel thirst, that are called as a polytipsia. They drink more water, and that will also strain for the kidney. And the next one is increasing the appetite, that is called polyphagia. They always feel they are some hungry in nature, they will eat more and more times, and that also called a increase in appetite. So, it is called polyphagia. So, too much of anything is not good for nothing, that is a very important thing. So, the limit of food and limit of work, the what work we do and what work we will be done for, that is called the food has to be accepted. So, the limited food and work with the same content, that means what? The BMI index, the body mass index will be maintained naturally. Okay. So, this is called diabetes mellitus, and next gland is called adrenal gland. It is one of the most important gland in our body. Everyone have the pair of kidney. just touch the backbone of your body, and then you see their adrenal gland just above the kidney. Kidney is one of the excretory organ in our body. So, most important organ in our body which takes away all the urine and the urea and uric acid, such a way all the waste material is taken out from our body, and that kidney which is related and it will be attached to the one gland is called a adrenal gland. The other name of the adrenal gland is named as a suprarenal glands. Okay. So, suprarenal glands which is located above the each kidney, they are called suprarenal glands. Look at the picture, there will be some transactional section of the adrenal glands, where will be in the outer quarter, it is called as a cortex. Okay, that is means that innerly will show that is a white in color, that is called a cortex. So, the outer layer is a cortex and the inner layer is called a medulla. So, what you call, one is adrenal cortex, another is a adrenal medulla. Okay. There are two layers which are distinctly structurally and functionally different. Such a two layers are there, one is a adrenal medulla, another is adrenal cortex. Outer layer is a cortex and inner layer is called a medulla. Okay. From that there will be a glands, this is in that gland there is some hormones are secreted. Okay. In that adrenal cortex there are three different cells of layers are there. What are the three cells of layers in the adrenal cortex layer? Okay. One is a zona glomerulus, another one is a zona fasciculata, and another one is a zona reticulars. There are three layers in which present in the outer layer of the adrenal, they are called a adrenal cortex. This adrenal cortex which is secreting, there are two types of hormones, one is glucocorticoids, another is mineralocorticoids. The glucocorticoids and mineralocorticoids, the glucocorticoids which consists of the cortisol hormone. The cortisol, it is one of the important hormone which is secreted, we call it as life saving hormone. Children, you must know about the cortisol. Why? Because of today life is always we are busy with your work, stress and tension, that everything related to our life. So, people of ourselves we always to be do some relaxable work. When we need a relaxable work, that kind of lifestyle leads to be success in our life. So, take your mind and thoughts in a positive thoughts. If you think positively and takes place, everything will be positive. So, life is compiled with success and failures. So, you take it easily, whatever it comes success, you take it also. If it comes failure, it also take it easy. So, do not be more emotions or more stress on that particular content and keeping on your mind, that also makes you more stress. It also creating lot of problems in your life. Some of the patients I have seen in the hospitals, they are be shocked or stress affected people, they are getting into the coma stage. That people are how they will be saved. They saved by the hormone is called a cortisol hormone. That is called life saving hormone, which is injected into their vein. There will be getting into the re-get their life. So, it also so the percentage of success is very less. So, always keep your mind and thoughts and physically, mentally and socially behave yourself well and good. It makes your lifestyle will be smooth in a way. So, physical activity is also important, yoga and music and etc. So, this all whatever the hobbies you have, that all you have to be linked together and mixed with all the content, and you will be happy in your life. Okay. So, always mind and thought makes you happy in your life, and that makes you a great success. Okay. Now, cortisol is also secreted by the corticoids. And now, I come to the corticoids. What are the functions of corticoids? One is a cell metabolism. Cell metabolism is a very important mitosis process, meiosis process, and all also cell divisions and growth also related to that. So, cell metabolism related to the glucocorticoids. Formation of glucose from the glycogen. What is a glucose formation from glycogen? It also already insulin, I told you insulin. Same way, the glucose from the glycogen is a glucocorticoids. And third one is anti-inflammatory and anti-allergic agent. Anti-inflammatory and anti-allergic agent, some kind of diseases we cannot estimate it. which organism it brings to your body. Then what we will do, that we have to be injected such a glucocorticoids, synthetic hormones will be inserted in your body and you will be rectified in it. But naturally anti-inflammatory, anti-allergic agents will be acted by the glucocorticoids. So, natural process is so very important. If you go into the artificial or synthetic hormones are it makes certain simple or light side effect in your body. Okay. And mineralocorticoids. What is mineralocorticoid? Reabsorb sodium ions from the renal tubes. Renal tubes where it is in a kidney. So, kidney is one of the important function for excreting all the waste from our body. So, what it will do? It will do the absorption and reabsorption. Okay, the absorption, reabsorption, already studied about the oxytocin and vasopressin, the hormones also in our sexual hormones. Also, we studied in that way. The same way, is a mineralocorticoids reabsorbs sodium ions from the renal tubes. So, which is more important, and increase the excretion of potassium ions. Excretion of potassium ions. These are salt content. If not processed in a proper way, it will be make into the be a stone formation. So, calcium also is a stone formation takes place. So, it are very clear about you have to drink enough water and enough exercise. It leads to be a healthy life. And adrenal medulla. Now, we study adrenal cortex, we studied, and adrenal medulla. Where the medulla is the inner part of the adrenal. Okay. Outer part is called a adrenal cortex. Adrenal medulla is composed of a chromophene cells. That one is made up of 3 layers of cells. Adrenal cortex is made up of 3 layers of cells. They are named as zona glomerulus, zona reticulus and zona fructis. Okay. These all are called 3 layers are there. Here adrenal medulla is composed of a chromophene cells. It secretes 2 hormones. What are the 2 hormones? One is epinephrine, okay, or the norepinephrine. Okay. There are 2 types of cells are there. There are 2 types of hormone which is secreted by adrenal medulla. Epinephrine is called adrenaline. Okay. What is the functions of epinephrine? Epinephrine is a one kind of a hormone which is secreted by adrenal medulla, which is very important for the conversion of the glycogen into glucose, which is to be stored in the liver and the muscles. Because every cells in our body needs a glucose for to get the energy. If the cells function, that related to the tissue, that tissue related to the organ related to the body. So, entire body related to that our activity, physical activity. So, where it will leads to, that will be very important, that the minute quantity of the chemical substance makes a tremendous changes in our body. Such a way you understand glycogen converted into glucose, and glucose is stored up into the liver and the muscles, and increase the heartbeat and BP, that means blood pressure. It also be responsible. So, epinephrine to control the blood pressure and heartbeat. Okay. So, sometimes heartbeat will be low heartbeat and low BP, everyone you know about, let you have seen the cinema or wherever else in hospital, the people used to say low BP and the heartbeat will be low. So, we cannot make into help them to be recover. Such a way the statement will be given by the doctors. This kind of words you can hear, from that you understand what will be the important of the adrenal medulla. The adrenal medulla is responsible for increasing the heartbeat and the blood pressure. Okay. And another hormone is called as a norepinephrine or noradrenaline. This is most of the actions are similar to those of epinephrine, which are both are same. Okay. So, that way there is no specific functions of norepinephrine, as it is similar like a epinephrine. If the both work together, they are called as a emergency hormones. Why it is emergency? Whenever we are getting emergency time, what is emergency? Normally you are in a classroom, the people used to ask, sir, shall I go for restroom, sir? Yes, how you can feel about it? How do you get like that? That means there is a adrenal secretion started to intimate you. By the way, that response you are asking that. So, there is a stimuli, that is a stimuli of action which takes place in adrenal glands. There will be a emergency. Then you will be asked the teacher to permission to go out. This is due to adrenal. Okay. By the way, some examination time and during the examination and preparing for your test and everything will get some stress, emotions, sweating, it all related to adrenal. Okay. That why it is called as emergency hormones, and it is referred to flight, fright and fight hormones. To maintain your body to all the metabolic and physiological activity of the body controlled by adrenal, unless it leads to certain discomfort. So, you feel discomfort because the hormones secreted, but you are make them to be controlling. So, it is unnatural. If you are unnatural in condition, then it will be discomfort to sit in the classroom. This hormone is called flight, fright and fight hormones, adrenal medulla. Okay, that is norepinephrine. Now, next hormone is called gonads. Gonads means we call as a reproductive glands. Your human race runs like a just growing like a the universe extending. The universe how it is extending due to the human population. The human population is very faster nowadays, that normally the entire world is filled up with the human, that is because of the reproductive glands. Every species has the reproductive glands and every species reproducing the content, but the human reproduction is difficult and entirely complicated one. By the way, we come to the two types of the human reproductive glands, one is testis and one is a ovary. So, male reproductive gland is testis and a female reproductive is called a ovaries. Okay. The male reproductive testis, that is called male reproductive gland, ovary is called a female reproductive gland. Testis consists of Leydig cells and Sertoli cells. Okay. Leydig cells and Sertoli cells. Ovary consists of a Graafian follicle and corpus luteum. As you are a children, when you grown up to the stage of teenagers, and you may see the lot of changes in your human body and the appearance of physical appearances also. By the way, you understand there is a hormone changes in our body. That hormone changes very easily exposed to your body by the way of reproductive glands. You just to keep it in your mind and calmly and accept the nature, it is takes place due to the hormone. So, we got to accept all those things. So, there is pimples, hair formation and everything will be naturally formed. So, you have to accept that and you go on the life. Okay. Do not be discard these changes and all, and voice changes, the voice modulations, that everything will be slowly change in your body. So, you accept the reproductive gland changes. For male, hormone secretion from the testis is called a testosterone, is responsible for the production of the next species, the testosterone. And the another hormone for female is estrogen and progesterone. These are two hormones secreted in ovary, which are the development of the later stages after the childbirth and etc. etc. So, that is all come into the ovary. And the testis formations, which is to be spermatogenesis process in which takes place in the sperm formations. There will be sperm duct are there, the sperm duct will be there, sperm duct producing the sperm and will be collected in a sperm bulk, spermatogenesis process. So, maturing stages, the sperm which get to be matured and it will be report to be and ready to be a next process, that is called spermatogenesis. This is a formation of sperm. Oogenesis, it is a formation of egg in the ovary. Okay. In the ovary, the formation of egg formation, that the process is called a oogenesis process for female. And for male, development of the secondary sexual characters. There are primary sexual characters, also development of secondary sexual characters also there. So, secondary sexual characters are also visibly observed by the people, that and all hormonal changes. So, do not be see in the different way. So, you have to understand this is a natural process in which takes place in our body, testes and ovaries. Okay. Functions of estrogen, changes in the pubescent period. Females pubescent period is 28 days, everybody knows, that is during that period, pubescent period, there are changes which is due to the estrogen. And for oogenesis, that we discussed already, and maturation of ovarian follicle in the ovary. Okay. Ovarian follicle is a very waiting the egg in during the pregnancy fertilization time, that is where ovarian follicle in the ovary, development of secondary sexual character, it also functions, and functions of progesterone, the premenstrual changes in the uterus. So, uterus, it is a very premenstrual changes, that means what, menstruation takes place 14 days period of egg formation and 14 days for a waiting period, that is called premenstrual changes in the uterus. So, that means formation of egg and prepare uterus for the implantation of the embryo. So, implantation of the embryo means already if you go in higher standard, you just study about it very elaborated manner, okay, and maintain a pregnancy. Okay, it also a functions of progesterone and formation of the placenta. Placenta is a connecting between the child and the mother, that everyone knows about it. Okay, and final one is a thymus gland. Okay, it is one kind of a gland. It also is related to the partially endocrine gland and partially lymphoid gland. Okay, it is located upper part of the chest, covering with the end of the trachea. So, in the chest pathina, chest in the area pathina, upper part of the chest and trachea, in between there is a thymus gland, which is partly endocrine and partly lymphoid gland. Okay, the functions of thymus glands. Thymus glands which secrete a hormone is called thymosin. This thymosin is very important for stimulatory effect of the immune functions. Okay, immune function means immunity. Nowadays COVID-19, the people used to say the immunization, immunity power, those who have the more immunity, they will not affected by coronavirus. That is a fact. Okay, that is the way we you have to understand that immune function is more important, that will be responsible by the thymosin. Okay. Next one is stimulation of the differentiation of the lymphocytes. Okay. Lymphocytes means the blood cells or content. Okay. These are the important functions of the thymus glands. Okay, children. So, by the way, these plants and animal hormones lesson just to revise with certain notes. You write a simple notes on it and you go on that particular topic, you will get into the very good marks in your future. Okay. Children, do not fear about the question which comes from that. So, questions are which comes from the various content, that means inside the book also. So, what you have to be thoroughly read it and you will get the answer. Okay, thoroughly read it and go with a free mind and you will get the answer. So, I am very thankful for listening this class. I am very happy to be teaching a children. You will get a good future and great success in your life. Thank you very much.